What's up, everybody? Today is VELAJUEL Appreciation Day. Today we have two different VELAJUEL builds, support and a damage build. We're going to play around with him. We're going to take him into Guild Wars. We're going to take him into other places that I think VELAJUEL is actually a really solid unit for. That I think probably a lot of people aren't using him for there because they haven't seen YouTubers do this or that, and they're like, oh, because like a lot of times we like to do like free-to-play friendly stuff, right? And then people are like, oh, my Nat 5 isn't good for there. Like, no, we're just trying to show a free-to-play friendly team. You can definitely use your Nat 5 there. So anyway, we're going to play around with VELAJUEL in a couple different places, and we're going to see what he does. So there's two different VELAJUEL builds we have for well, let's take a look at the skills first today. We have a strip here. 75% chance damage increase according to your defense, but not like a crazy amount of damage, right? We have this one, deals damage with Flames of Punishment, continuous damage for 3 turns, initial damage increases according to defense. This does more damage. I believe the multiplier is, if I recall correctly, like 200 to like maybe 230 attack power, 230% of attack power, and then 500% of defense. So there is still attack power that comes into play. He's got terrible base attack, but well, it could be worse, I guess. But not really anything to write home about. I wouldn't try to stack attack power on him necessarily for this. It's more impactful to stack defense on him for if you're going to build a damage VELAJUEL, right? It's only continuous damage. I would love to see like something else come to us. I'm just saying, for because he's like, his base speed is, I think it's 99 base speed, right? So anyway, well, we'll take a look at it in a second. But I would love to see like another debuff instead of just continuous damage for 3 turns for the second skill, right? And then the third skill, Sanctuary. This is the best part. Removes all harmful effects on all allies, granting them immunity for 3 turns. He only has 1 turn of downtime, and increasing the attack bar by 30%. So like if he has it off, if he's done with Sanctuary and he has like 1 more turn, he just violent procs. You know VELAJUEL violent procs, right? And then gets immunity up again. So all he needs is 1 violent proc when he's at the end of the immunity. So this is a support VELAJUEL build. Again, we have 2 VELAJUELs. If you can see at the bottom of the screen, we have 2 VELAJUELs. This is more of a support VELAJUEL build. So support VELAJUEL is, and it's hard to build a really, really good VELAJUEL. That's the thing, because if you want to do a fast VELAJUEL that also does damage, he needs like every stat. Like a really, really good VELAJUEL needs every stat. So this is support VELAJUEL. This is basically just for like not even worrying about the damage, using him with like other damage dealers in the team. So this is just fast. Violent Will is good on him. Some people have done, or some people like to do him on Swift for like RTA, using him as an attack bar booster, right? So that is another option for VELAJUEL. We just have some HP on here. Actually, I don't understand. I think this was supposed to be for someone else, because this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for VELAJUEL on here. But yeah, we just speed, defense, HP. You could do speed, HP with defense subs. You could do speed, defense with HP subs. Did I say the same thing twice? Speed, HP with defense subs. Speed, defense with HP subs. You just want a lot of speed, defense, HP, and also resistance. We've seen some, in SWC, we've seen some very high resistance VELAJUELs. We also saw some very high crit rate VELAJUELs, but we won't get into that. Actually, we will, because the next VELAJUEL is a high crit rate VELAJUEL, is a damage VELAJUEL. So this is more of a support type VELAJUEL. And then we have, he's still got a decent amount of crit rate for what it is. That was unintentional though. Would be better to have for a support VELAJUEL, would be better have more resistance though. This is a damage VELAJUEL, okay? So he has speed, crit damage, defense, and we're looking for crit rate on here. We have, I could not finish upgrading this by the time that I had to actually record this video. We got a little bit of extra crit damage on skill 2. Really nothing to write home about. Again, some of these stats don't make sense on him necessarily, but we also have defense increasing effect +6, which is nice for him. And then additional damage by 6% of defense. He doesn't have multi-hits, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, at least it gives a little bit extra damage, whatever. So this is basically, we just want crit damage on him. We want it. He's a little bit low on the HP though. Really, he's a little bit low on the HP. He's a little too slow though as well. But this is more of an example of a crit damage VELAJUEL. So let's take some of them into some different places. Yep, you can kind of get the idea. Let's take some of them into let's take them into different places, and let's see where we can use these amazing, majestic creatures. So first we're going to test out Damage VELAJUEL. This is the damage build. He's got crit damage. You saw the runes. I don't have to show the runes again. It's the Damage VELAJUEL. Second team, we're just going to take a fun team. You know, I usually take the light monkey and stuff. Hey, fun fact. I found out that my what's-his-face does not have the runes that I thought he did. Okay, so now we got the crit resist, which is going to be a problem, even though we have very high crit rate. And we also need... Yeah, we'll do one of these. We do need... Let's do this. We do need a defense break, though. So we'll just get whatever we have. We'll just hit whoever we can, is what I'm saying. We'll hit whoever we can. Okay, so let's see how much this does with punishment. I mean, we could goof around and be like, Rage VELAJUEL. I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, Rage VELAJUEL. Let's see how much the punishment does. 33k. Not on Rage. Let's just finish her off, though. Not bad, right? Not bad. But I mean, it is reusable in 2 turns, so he does have it a decent amount, but he only does really like that damage with his second skill. It's not like he's his first skill and his third skill doing crazy amounts of damage. You're really only getting the value out of that second skill. So let's do one of these. This way, no crit resist. And if no crit resist, then yeah, I don't want to use his second skill just yet. Defense break, perfect. Let's do one of these. Defense break on you too. Now we can do... Should we just go for the kill shot? I feel like we just go for the kill shot. Punishment does 39k damage. DPS VELAJUEL fun, right? DPS VELAJUEL so much fun. And that's not even defense on slot 2. That's speed on slot 2. So speed, crit damage, defense for that one. I really just thought of this. What was that second team? Oh, second team is the... Oh, yeah. That ninja does not have the runes I thought it did. I think I had to, like, re-rune something for a video, and then I took it off and put some placeholder runes on him, just in case. Just in case I needed to use him. And, yep. And the placeholder runes, definitely not good. Alright, so let's do... Because we don't have 100 crit rate. We need 100 crit rate on him. On the Han. That's what. Very nice. Okay. I'm sorry. Very nice. Okay. Let's do one of these. Not really the thing we're supposed to be showing necessarily, but I figure we may as well. Yeah, it's really bothering me that he's not on. 100% crit rate. So this one, we're going to take the faster VELAJUEL. The reason we're going to take the faster VELAJUEL, this is kind of the same team from yesterday. Actually, both these are kind of the same team from yesterday. We get to play with the Santa Panda again. But the reason we're going to take the fast one is we're going to use this as an attack bar booster, not even just the immunity. We're going to use it as an attack bar booster for a 1-2 snipe. You don't necessarily have to use the Molong Ikaris, but that's just what we're going to do here, because that is going to boost attack gauge by 30%. So... Is that even the one that's good? Actually, I wonder if the Molong's faster. No, the Molong's not faster, right? Molong's not faster, is it? Let's do one of these. Wish event. Wow! Slow boys. Slow boys today. Alright, let's do one of these. I mean, we're basically kind of seeing the same team from that we saw yesterday here. Wait, how fast are these units? No, that's got to be a slow Wusa. That's got to be a slow Wusa on this one. Maybe it's a violent Wusa. I don't know. I think Amelia is pretty fast though. Actually, I know the Bulldoze is not fast, but I think Amelia is pretty fast. I don't know why I have well, I guess I do. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't know why I have good runes on Amelia. I never use her. Never use her. But so that is a violent. Okay. I'm still going crazy. I'm definitely still going crazy. But, we never use Amelia. Also, just said previously, the same team as yesterday. Okay, so we're going to 1-2 snipe that. Yeah, they're decently fast here. That was a violent Wusa though. That's why he was, let's do Reckless Assault. And let's do one of these. And then we'll do one of these. And then this can take a hit from Perna. He's not going to be too squishy. Or Perna can just hit the other unit and she's hopefully can take a hit from Perna, I guess. But look, he's not really doing any damage, right? So We do kind of need this guy to violent proc though. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, he's not. Look at this. We're not even. Oh, and very nice, very nice, very nice. So let's try to. I was gonna say, let's try to get this boy down. Very nice, and we got a heal, which we need. Oh! Look at that. Still not doing. We should reckless assault on that. Still not doing that much damage. Actually, this is we're gonna lose our Akaris, aren't we? We may lose the Akaris. Actually, no, we're not gonna lose because she's got Dark Recovery and then she's gonna heal. Okay, never mind. So important that we upgraded those. That was a clutch moment. So important that we upgraded those artifacts. But you see how much damage he doesn't do right now because he doesn't have any crit damage on him. So yeah, every little bit. Didn't she just use that skill? Every little bit counts though. But you see, I mean, it's basically game now. So we're doing a lot of continuous damage to these units. That's yeah, that's how we're getting them. All right, and then one of these, and there we go. Third battle, back to damage VELAJUEL, crit damage VELAJUEL. So I was gonna do this the other way, but I think I'm gonna do it this way because this is the only strip on the team he has 0% accuracy. Yeah, let's take a look. He's 0% accuracy, so we may have some issues stripping that Wusa if we try to do that for the second team. This, however, is kind of interesting because you see we have the Skogul here. So the real question is, does Skogul get a lot of turns? Does VELAJUEL, defense VELAJUEL, just die to that? Because that's entirely possible if you have, because his HP is not that crazy. His HP is like 10,000 something, right? Yeah, 10,050. So if Skogul gets some procs and then Vigor comes in, we may just die to that. So we'll find out. It's entirely possible that that's what happens. And for the first team, I figure like we usually do like the Light Monkey and the Light Monkey and the Dark Ninja. So I figure we'll do something a little bit different. Similar style is like control damage. But this is like where the Dark Ninja, because ignore defense. Dark Ninja has defense break. Anyway, and then this would be like where the Light Monkey would come into play. Anyway, not quite the same, but hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. So let's see. I was hoping we cut in. That's what I was hoping. We need to land this on the Wusa. Oh, God. We needed to land that. We did not land that. We didn't land any. E-sported. We got e-sported. That's what happened. We landed nothing on this guy. Okay. We definitely got e-sported here. That's GG. There's nothing I can do about this. They're just going to destroy us. Yeah. And they're definitely going for the squishiest unit. They know who's the squishiest, and they then resisted. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they know that we okay. Thank you for the esports. Thank you for the esports. Come to us. All right. And again, we didn't outspeed them because we don't have the fast VELAJUEL. We have just the let's do one of these. Let's try to get that rock up though, because she didn't do her immunity. So let's try to stop him from getting the rock up. All right, so let's do, we're going to take a big rock to the face, though. We're going to take a big rock to the face. I don't want him to get that rock again. So let's see. Oh, no. We can't do that yet. We can't do that yet, can we? Let's do one of these. We can't do that just yet. Because we got to wait. Yeah, we got to wait. It's going to rock. Oh, do you see how much damage that did? Do you see? That's one of the problems with the defense VELAJUEL. So, yeah. Definitely a problem with defense VELAJUEL. Let's do another one of these. Let's see. Hopefully we get, we don't need to use... Let's do this. Resistance. That's not going to crit, right? Oh, no. Nice. Nice. Hey, stop that, buddy. Stop that. Okay, we'll do one of these. We'll do one of these. And then, okay, so if he gets the rock up and down, then we're done. This VELAJUEL's done. If he violent procs. We need to do this right now. Yeah. So we'll do one of these, but that means he's gonna get... So at least we survive, though. At least we survive. Wait till next turn for that. Yeah, okay. It's dangerous, though. It's dangerous trying to do that damage VELAJUEL against Skogels. So another big thing that I see a lot of casual players do is they're trying to build Punisher Script B10 teams. They're like, I don't have the rune efficiency to do Punisher Script B10. I don't have enough speed. I don't have enough damage. I don't have the grinds on the units. I don't have this and this and this and that. And they can't do it. And they're like, I'm just going to do a lower level or not do it at all. And they have VELAJUEL sitting there in storage. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, you know that's a great unit for Punisher Script B10. They're like, no, because Fran's not good in Punisher Script B10. I'm like, VELAJUEL's not Fran because he doesn't do attack age reduction on the boss. So actually, one of the nice things about VELAJUEL here is, number one, he's got immunity and cleanse, which, well, the cleanse is less relevant. But the immunity is really nice because with the immunity, the boss can't reduce attack age on any of your units. Number one. Number two, he has a strip on skill 1, which means that the speed buff the boss gets, VELAJUEL can just strip it. And then also, he has a continuous damage for skill 2, which is nice against, you know, a lot of times people use continuous damage against Punisher Script and continuous damage against some other dungeons as well right now. With the B12 dungeons, with the more challenging, higher HP dungeons. So this is actually pretty nice for Punisher Script B10. So let's take him in. Oh, I was gonna do DPS VELAJUEL. It's about the same either way. Well, not about the same either way, but I was gonna do the DPS VELAJUEL actually. This is right now the this more support VELAJUEL, but that just means we're not gonna be able to. It's gonna take a couple seconds longer because he's not gonna do as much damage. As you can see, he's not really doing that much damage, but yeah, the support VELAJUEL is perfectly fine. You know, maybe this is better because I don't want people to think that you need to build a damage VELAJUEL for PZ10 necessarily. So it's kind of nice here. Also, the Dark Jack-o'-lantern, well, Jack-o'-lanterns, a few of them are pretty decent here. But Dark Jack-o'-lantern is nice here because he also does that shield, which provides some sustain. So he gives speed buffs to your team. He provides a shield anytime he uses skill 2 when he doesn't do an actual attack. He gets that extra shield. And he's kind of tanky. He does, Dark Jack-o'-lantern doesn't do any damage. Well, I mean, you can put him on a damage build, but this Dark Jack-o'-lantern is just tanky with, like, violent focus, I think. So he can take some hits from the Punisher Script B10 boss. So there you go. Look at all that. Do some damage with the Yaku. And all that immunity. The beautiful thing is all the immunity. So he's got the speed buff, and then we have the continuous. Yaku does continuous damage, but yeah, it was very easy. You guys see how there was not really too much of a struggle at all. We had no real issues. Now on to Steel Fortress B10. Now I feel like a lot more people have teams for Steel Fortress B10 because it's less about rune quality and it's more about just like making sure you have blocked beneficial effects, and then you're, for the most part, good to go. Now this is a more free-to-play friendly, not using any Nat 5's Team 4. However, if you do have VELAJUEL and you want to use VELAJUEL in there, all you have to do is we can actually stick, this is a damage VELAJUEL, yeah, this is the damage one. We can stick him here, and then we can put, you don't have a leader skill, do you? No. Not for dungeons anyway. We can put that there, and we'll do this because visually I like to see this more, and then we'll just see how this goes. I already know how it goes because the boss has some stuns on a few of his skills. So just the immune, and also a slow as well. So just with all this immunity up there, yeah, we don't have sustain, but we have all this immunity, and we're not going to take any of those debuffs. So it's actually pretty nice. Although we don't have the attack power buff, but I'm just saying it's an option for this. We also have a strip with skill 1 with the VELAJUEL too. So we don't have block beneficial effects, which you do need block beneficial effects for here, but we do have a strip just in case you get the block beneficial effects, but he already has some beneficial effects on there. You at least have a strip for the skill 1, and then the skill 2 is like a little dot, is like a little extra damage for Crow. But really, I feel like that's less relevant. It would be much better to just have the attack power buff for Crow and for let me be real about that. And now he's just stunned, so it doesn't matter either way. Fantastic. So those stuns, we could have just not taken. We could have not taken those stuns. Let's do some immunity, buddy. Let's do some immunity so we don't take the stuns. There we go. Oh, he wants to do it now. Actually, I think this is just showing that Ling Ling is a fantastic unit for here. Ling Ling's actually a fantastic unit for here. But Fairly easy, no worries. We could have done basically the same thing with Fran. You don't really need VELAJUEL for here, but just to show that this is another nice spot for VELAJUEL to be used if you guys want to use him here. Last but not least, Dragons B12. So we're going to take the damage VELAJUEL again into this one. Not necessarily because we need to take the damage VELAJUEL into this, just because I want it to be done a little bit faster than with a support VELAJUEL. However, with a faster, tankier VELAJUEL, a little bit of accuracy wouldn't hurt on him for this too, right? Because he does have the strip skill 1, which is nice against the dragon's immunity. So that would actually be fun. You know what? Let's just take the support VELAJUEL. It's going to be like maybe 20 extra seconds with the less damage from here, but it's going to be more reliable because he's going to get more turns at more different in more different situations. So should be perfectly fine. Not gonna win you any records for the fastest unit in the world. Like for example, right there, we would have killed that crystal. We would have been on to the next unit faster, the next enemy faster. So, doing pretty good so far. I mean, we know that it's gonna do good because we have a lot of support units here instead of just damage. But one of the nice things here is we don't have to worry about. Never mind, I was going to say we don't have to worry about these Zyros increasing cooltime, but apparently he decided he didn't want to do his immunity. Okay. There we go, and then we don't have to worry about the defense breaks there because we have immunity. So, no real worries. But it would have been nice if he could do, especially with the team-ups, he could do some damage, some extra damage. Also with the team-ups, think about this, with the team-ups with the Fire Inagami can team up with VELAJUEL Strip on when we get to the boss. So we'll see a little bit more of we'll hopefully see a little bit more of that, but it would be nice to strip with on the Fire Inagami's turn. So with a little punishment, but not really a whole lot of damage. We'll do one of those, and yeah, there we go. Increase some attack gauge, give some immunity. Those are gonna be nice so far. However, I mean, it's not going to be the fastest team in the world, because remember, we're not doing any damage with Bella, we're not doing any damage with VELAJUEL, because this is just the support VELAJUEL, but it's most important that the team works. Oh, there we go. So when Bella Cease doesn't work, and when nothing works, there we go, perfect opportunity. It was done perfectly just like that, so that on the Fire Inagami turn, we actually get the strip in. Very nice. Very nice. And then some more immunity. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Fantastic, right? Again, it's not the fastest team in the world, but I know a lot of people still struggling with 2 minutes, right? Still a lot of people struggling with Dragons B12 that maybe don't even have the stuff for the triple Ikaru, like work in progress or whatever. I'm just saying you can use. I know people are gonna be like, no, just build triple Ikaru. Like, yeah, just build triple. You can just build triple Ikaru, but if you don't have the runes for it, then you can just use and you have VELAJUEL. Why not start farming Dragons B12 with VELAJUEL, right? So I'm just giving you guys some options, showing what he's useful for, showing that he's useful in all these different situations. I know some people are going to be like, oh, Bagel does a VELAJUEL video. Me sitting here don't have a VELAJUEL. Trust me, for like, what, 5 years? I mean, this VELAJUEL is like, both these VELAJUELs are like maybe a year and a half old. I don't know. I was so excited to get them, though. I like had plenty of it. No, I didn't have plenty of immunity. I was so excited to get them. I love VELAJUEL. I think he's a fantastic unit. He was one of my most wanted units in the beginning of the game. It took me years to get him. So I know many of you are like, I don't have VELAJUEL. Yeah, I feel that. It hurts. It hurts here, guys. But anyway, for those of you that do have VELAJUEL, he's a fairly good unit for many different places. I mean, you could use other immunity things too. It's not just specifically VELAJUEL. So if you want to apply this to maybe some other immunity units, then there you go. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always. Maybe not the damage to other immunity units. They're like sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna build a damage range friend. No. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.